All right. Can you guys hear me okay? Yeah. A lot of rapid notifications. So looks like we're probably gonna have to look at this GLITCHX 2024 from the looks of it. So I guess the last time I used AZ screen recorder was during the War of the Fat Italians of SMG4. So here I am tonight, about to use it once again, since this is another one of those premiere reaction videos. Oh yeah, it's going down. Let's go.
Welcome everyone to GLITCHX 2024. Oh man, it's so exciting to be here today, Kevin. What are we doing?
This particular GLITCHX is going to be a little different than last year's one, where last year's was a live stream. Today we actually have a bunch of indie creators that we want to share with you guys, really putting the spotlight on the indie animation scene. What we want to do with GLITCHX and what we want to do with Glitch in general is really trying to bring up the entire indie animation industry, or the animation industry in general, together. Since last year, so many amazing creative shows have come out of the woodwork and have gone funded, looking for support, have announced small teasers online, and the whole purpose of GLITCHX is to share that with you guys.
Sorry, it's a little loud.
And so you guys can go check them out. So please,
little
everyone
crap of a nephew is stomping around upstairs.
Honestly, the best way
Getting really aggravating.
is really just sharing and talking about the show and spreading that awareness. Obviously, if they have a Kickstarter or if they have any merchandise or a website to go to, please feel free to do that as well. But sharing goes a really long way.
And we got some fun segments peppered all throughout today's video, so look forward to that.
We also are interviewing Owen Rogers, the creator of Final Space, and another indie animated pilot called Godspeed here on YouTube. He's an incredibly experienced and successful creator that started on YouTube, went to Netflix, only to get his show cancelled and wiped off the face of the internet, which is, really sad. So we're going to be talking a lot about that. But then we also talk about his journey into the indie animation scene, creating his own pilot. And I'm so excited for that. I think we're going to be able to learn so much. So please stay tuned for that as well. That's also going to be in. And with that, Luke,
I think let's get started.
Let's begin.
Once upon a time, there was a boy and a girl who broke the moon. As pieces of the moon fell, people's lives were permanently changed. The boy lost his father, and the girl lost herself.
That's horrible.
However, the boy and girl's guilty conscience overcame the two one day, and so they began to confess their crime, for they knew the worst was yet to come. It was an accident, cried the girl. We will fix it, promised the boy. The people stared quietly. A child couldn't do this, one man openly laughed. What a silly story these children have made, chuckled another. Even silly stories should be listened to. After all, isn't this just another silly story?
I wish I had my earbuds. I would hear this properly.
everyone at GLITCHX. My name is Jordan Whitman. I'm the creator of
Port by
Port
the
by the
Sea.
Sea, and thank you so much to everyone at Glitch for allowing us to showcase our indie animation work. Earlier this year, a small team and myself developed and released the animated pilot for Port by the Sea. With it came the hope that we could showcase a small sample of a larger narrative that we've been planning out for a long time. What we just showcased was some foreshadowing for the series and what could come next. Port by the Sea is a limited series and contained narrative with a beginning, middle, and end. It follows two kids, Port and Umi, and their pet crab Jolly Roger, as they set forth and pick up fallen pieces of a broken moon in order to prevent an ancient titan named Tiamat from flooding the world once again. It's a coming-of-age story with a variety of difficult obstacles the main characters need to overcome.
It's like
as well
they,
as a
it's
story
like
that
they
highlights
made
the
an
lasting
animation
effects
of Gravity
consequences
Falls,
from
but make it look
characters'
more
It's our hope now that we
adulterated.
can find a home for the short series, so we can make more soon. As we look toward options and interested vendors, we'll continue sharing updates and what could come next. Thank you so much again for everyone's support with this project, and hope you all enjoy your time at GLITCHX.
Atlas and the Stars.
All my life, I've known that my place is out there, among the stars. That's why tonight I'm gonna steal a starship and leave this life behind for good.
We'll need to confirm your license and make sure your ship is up to par. Safety concerns.
Oh no. In case you've forgotten, today is our planet's feeding day.
This power inside of me is dwindling, and I've no idea how much longer I can keep this planet alive.
An animated series by... Frick. I couldn't read it quickly.
I'll
So
fix
that's-
this. I promise.
Hey everyone, my name's Miranda. I'm both the creator and the animator of Atlas and the Stars. This is it. It's just me and the stars now. The first episode of the series was released last December, and I'm currently hard at work with the animation for the second episode.
Trust the process, Nebula.
With a total of 8 episodes, this series remains an ongoing production. You can help support the show by subscribing to my Patreon, where you can get behind-the-scenes access to exclusive content, monthly updates, and so much more. You can also check out our merch, watch the episode, or follow any of my socials to keep up with the show.
Oh, Miranda.
Yes.
Oh,
Excellent.
Miranda Mations.
Thank you so much for having me be a part of this year's GLITCHX. Hope you enjoy the show.
Omni, did you see that?
What? No, we were just standing in this void for about 30 minutes.
The creativity, the art, the passion. Do you feel it seeping through your ophthalmic arteries?
Well, I do kind of feel a migraine from all your shouting.
I knew it.
Of
All that
course.
indie animation that just
Try
played
not to
was
yell
so
so much.
inspiring. You, disembodied souls at home. If you are practicing or wanting to create the arts such as animation, paintings, or hardcore yodeling, then you got this! I know you all
Where
have
you-
the potential to make something amazing! Like this cool rabbit I drew! Named...
That's Jax.
Good job, Kane.
You're welcome! Now let's proceed with the show!
Yeah,
Can
you
we
do that.
go back to the circus now?
Okay, what's next? Horizonauts. This is somewhat interesting. So, oh. Somebody catch her.
Hey, Captain, your copy of Trinoculars Monthly just came in the mail.
Is that the Spencer's edition?
Yep, Horizon Knots. Horizon. Yeah, I hope I'm saying that right.
Y'all good?
I'm sure they're fine. Campaign launches now. Okay, so what's this? Oh gosh, what happened to him?
Tengo que ser bueno.
Is that Spanish?
That cargo you're carrying? Who assigned you that contract?
He's got it from some blues a few days ago.
You're only as good as the company you keep. You know what's holding you back. Cut it off. Anything about you that's actually good?
I don't miss twice.
Take your shot, Little Red.
It's a pity what your father has been through. Mistakes are best left behind, after all.
Oh, this was like a dramatic animation show. Monkey wrench? Huh.
Wow, those moving cartoons are so cool.
And an
And they're
Uzi.
pilots, just like me.
I know, right? I get so pumped seeing this kind of stuff. You guys are rad. We got so inspired, in fact, Ann and I have a little something to show. Ann?
Presenting our own pilot.
The deafening.
Deafening. Set in the distant future, this revolutionary story revolves around everyone dying.
Here's the concept art. Death by cuteness. Frightening, I know.
Work in progress. We gotta figure it out. Just go watch more shows while we sort this.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, you probably rolled around too much. What's next?
So, got a plan?
Oh, heathens.
Let's get this over with.
I guess that's the name of this show.
This is a terrible idea.
Relax. We both know we'll be fine.
Hey, boss.
A hunter, huh?
My dad's missing, and they know why.
What a joke.
Not just any T-Force scumbag, are you?
Oh man, another dramatic animation. Man, the animation and the drama just gets even better. Heathens
Sweet plan, right?
by Studio Cycle.
Heathens is an indie anime dark fantasy
Oh.
series for and about young adults. Forever bored by his work as one of Hell's public servants and several other failed careers, Axel, a bright-eyed demon, finally takes the plunge and joins up with the Hunters Inquisition, a bounty hunter organization. He and his friends, Aura and Carlos, become an official squad, and it propels them into exciting new adventures that just happen to take place at the most dangerous time for Hell itself. Heathens is a story years in the making by Studio Psycho, an indie dream team of both award-winning and on-the-rise artists from around the world, united by anime brainworms and an undying devotion to indie animation. Our members have worked in studios and on productions such as these guys, just to name a few. This year, our first Kickstarter got funded.
Well, the only thing I've
which
seen
means
was
the pilot will
Amazing
release
Digital
2025.
Circus and Murder Drones.
If you're in a place where you can support our journey,
God, I'm gonna
check
miss
out our
that
cool
show.
new Patreon and follow us on socials, where we share production updates, merch news, character insights, and a whole lot more. Thanks so much. We'll see you soon.
2025? Wow. Okay. Dungeon flippers.
My son. Is it true that you found a new dungeon for that pesky Ace of Wands?
Yes, Mother. He even sold us his tower in the desert as part of the deal. That property was more valuable than he realized.
Just as planned. Why are you kneeling?
Oh, I, dropped my pen. It's hard to see in here. So, we've all been curious. What's next for the Dungeon Flippers?
I just acquired a new dungeon for us. It's a real mess. I may have gotten a little carried away during
Oh
the
my gosh.
negotiations.
Looks like
We gotta
she
flip it
almost
fast
wrecked it.
before someone else snatches it up.
Ooh, a full, fast flip, Miss Karen? We'll need everyone's help this time. Laurel, think you can use your scrying skills to help us find some buyers? Maybe a brooding phantom or a maniacal warlord?
Let's see. We'll see who's left standing after today's battle at Dyer's Crossing. I'll reach out to him.
You're the best. Emma. Is Splendor's best stoneworker ready to renovate?
So long as we don't awaken any primordial abominations lost to time. Again.
That is the plan.
That's the plan.
Hey, Lord, do you think our talented human resources manager could raise an army of the undead? We've got the people.
And we've got the place.
Now, we just need to do what we do best and get some hype going.
And I've got the perfect plan for it. We flip this pile of bricks and host an open dungeon.
Dungeon Flippers Episode 2. Kickstarter. So, it's like an animation about renovating a dungeon? Or dungeon renovation? One Time with Michael Kovic and Elsie Lovelock and Lizzie Freeman. Okay.
Hey everyone, welcome to this VA fun segment that we are doing here on GLITCHX. Here we have Elsie Lovelock, the voice actor of Uzi Dorman, and we have Michael Kovac, the voice actor of Jax and N.
Hello.
And we have the voice actor of Pomni, Lizzie Freeman.
Hello.
Just for some context, about a month ago, we posted up a social post where we asked the fans for some fan scenarios involving Pomni, Uzi, and or Jax, and the fans have sent through some really hilarious things, and I've picked out some certain scenarios that you guys will be acting out today. You guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I lost my mother. My father left me for dead. The only friends I have are the things that murdered my kind. And my body is a host to the world-ending eldritch horror. What is your nightmare that haunts you?
I got lost in a corn maze once.
My whole existence is just pain. First time?
Mommy, I heard people are shipping us.
What? To where?
Well, hi there, little clown fella. What's your name?
Dang, that's a cool frickin' name.
Oh, heck
Oh my
yes!
God.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars?
I could really use a wish right now. Wish right now. Wish right now.
Oh,
Just
man.
3 shots from this kitchen gun, and my dirty sink will look good as new. Bang, bang, bang! I love kitchen
This
guns.
is so good.
It's so sad that Pomni died of ligma. Who's Pomni? Ligma ball.
Oh.
Wait. Anne, are you high?
Yeah, he's a...
Hi!
Jax! Help! I'm abstracting!
Hi, abstracting. I'm Jax. First of all, your Jordans are completely fake. Second, you, my friend, you have absolutely no good taste in anime.
What? Bro.
And
Why you gotta
finally,
do that to
you
her
haven't even
for?
thought about buying Spotify Premium. Want a break from the ads? Look, look! I found a puppy!
Aw, it's so cute!
Finally, some food.
No!
Bawling her eyes out, having a mental
No,
breakdown.
stop crying. I need to continue explaining the Five Nights at Freddy's lore. You are my fire.
The one
Oh, they're singing the Backstreet Boys.
Believe when I say I want it that way.
Tell me why. Why do I have to be stuck in this game?
Aw, there, buddy. Let it all out. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going into labor!
Guys, my father is in the night corps.
His father is in the night
I don't know
corps.
what that is.
Excuse me. He asked for no pickles.
I don't like pickles.
I don't like him either.
Fuck with me. I have the power of God and anime on my side.
Oh, God.
Thank you guys so much. That's the end of that segment. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Guys, did you have fun?
Yeah, it was so
They had
fun.
incredible
I love
fun.
That.
These guys are wonderful VAs for our show. They're so talented. And again, I want to say how important voice acting is to just, really bring life to the characters and you just
It's
have
really
great
amazing,
voice
to
actors
be
on.
honest.
Thank you so much.
I mean,
love
that
you
was
all
much
very,
more
very
enjoyable.
Much, and I'm so glad that you enjoyed it and loving a little edgy bean. Thank you so much.
Thank you to the
Yeah.
fans.
Yeah, you guys are awesome, and it's always lovely getting to see just everything that you guys do, and just knowing that
Always
you guys
seeing
have
Michael
supported these
Kovac
shows
and
is
Jax in the
genuinely
next
so
Amazing
awesome.
Digital Circus
So,
episode.
anyone out there, if you're interested in doing voice actor, I say follow your intuition and go for it.
Yeah.
Follow your dreams.
Well, thank you guys so much. We're
I
going to go
follow
into the
my
next segment of
intuition.
GX now. We'll catch
I'm
you
being a
now.
stunt
See
man.
you guys.
Bye.
So where to next? Cosmic Travelers.
I've got unknown code. Aren't you scared? Haven't you heard? The unknown means possibility. And only it can bring us surprises.
Hi, GLITCHX. We are Stars Animation from Macau. We are so excited to introduce our new project, Cosmic Travelers.
Hi, I'm Momo, the director.
I'm Tim, the producer. In Cosmic
Nice to meet you
Travelers,
guys.
we make 2D
An anime.
ready to keep that handmade feel. With lead space exploration, we want our animation to be the part of this new space age of discovery.
This story dives into humanity's drift towards a multi-planet existence and our evolving connection with powerful AI. It's a journey of curiosity, survival, and redefining humanity's role in an interconnected universe. Our character, Rook, an orphan, and his robotic companions, Maria and Amber, embark on a mission to uncover why Earth has lost contact with the outside world. Along the way, they face questions that echo in our world today.
If you love 2D animation and want to see how an indie animation studio creates a full season, follow us on YouTube and Instagram for updates.
Thank you for supporting indie animation. We are excited to share this journey with you.
Ooh, punch, punch forever. Huh? What
Punch
the?
Punch Forever is about 11-year-old Go-Go Matsumoto who travels with her family to Death
island to compete in Emperor Koro's Infinite Tournament. However, in the 50 years since the tournament's conception, no human has been able to win, making it more of a spectacle for the demon's amusement, if anything. And surely Go-Go will be no exception.
Oh man.
Hey, this
Yeah,
Go-Go
stop
girl
for
ain't that
once.
bad. Maybe she can win it after all. You'll just have to wait for episode 300.
300?
Two? But the creator of the show, Speedo Roo, has a special message just for you. What?
What did it
What are
say?
you doing? What's going on, big fella?
Oh, I ate too many cheese.
You working on episode 3?
Uh-huh.
What did it say?
Preview.
What did it say on that chair?
Well, that was cool. It didn't look very finished, though.
Oh, it'll be out eventually. You know how it is with indie animation.
Unless this cheese was poisoned. I poisoned it myself.
So, got anything you want to say before we skedaddle on out of here?
You can find Punch Bunch Forever right here on YouTube. Just go to the search bar and... You can find it directly on my channel or on Newgrounds.
Oh,
also, actually
goodness.
shows up better when you just Google it. Anyways...
What?
Hey, easy on the cheese, buddy.
You don't want to get constipated. Punch forever. My. MC Jensen in space.
Your contract is for just enough motion. Tell me about it, V. Creativity is not as easy to corporate vice grip as I thought. These frickin' indie animation artists want to make it look good. I can't climb the capitalism ladder at this rate. You have a ladder? My foot's in a door, but this animation work is so complex, high cost, and requires meticulous perfection.
Yeah, just kind of go for it. Little messy, little screamy.
I've soundproofed the cubicles, but yes, the mess. How can it take weeks or even months to prepare even just a few seconds?
I don't do leftovers. Less rich.
Much less. The upfront cost versus the promise of return? It's so financially risky. I just wish... What are you talking about? And
Oh,
Uzi,
crap.
Be at this desk when I get back.
Ah, boy. Oh, what's next? Incoming transmission.
Hi there, GLITCHX. We are so excited to tell you about our upcoming pilot episode called Spice Frontier Escape from Veltigar. Here's a quick rundown on what this sci-fi adventure is all about. This is Ken. He's a chef, he's human, he was raised by aliens, and he's trying to fix the universe.
Wait, what?
This is Sela. She's a cyborg, and she's the pilot of the Serrano, which, yes, is a spaceship named after a pepper. This is Ada. She's a scientist.
Named after
she's the youngest member of the crew, and she's voiced by me, Kier, please. You may know me on the internet for my cosplays and music, and like I said, I'm also the voice of Ada in Spice Frontier. I thought it was just in my head. If you like Star Trek, Dungeons and Dragons, and Treasure Planet, then Spice Frontier is right up your alley. Rounding out the crew is a mechanic named Eloy, a computer hacker named Maud, and a mechanoid called Nexus. So you're probably wondering, what happens in the first episode? Imagine a future where the very memory of humanity is fading. Thanks to a galactic war, Earth is gone. And with it, the treasured ritual of sharing delicious meals together. Can the Spice Frontier crew unite the universe over a bowl of mac and cheese? Or is Earth's cuisine destined to be forgotten?
Mac and
Find out by
cheese.
subscribing to the Steamroller Animation YouTube channel. And make sure to hit the bell for notifications. Steamroller is dropping the pilot in May 2025, but in the meantime, you can check out the Spice Frontier short film that's on YouTube right
A lot of
now.
crap going on in
Taste of the
2025,
Spice
I
Frontier
suppose.
universe. Taste. Get it? Anyways, that's all for now, and big thanks again to GLITCHX for letting us talk about this project. See you guys later.
Don't worry, meet us there.
Not a problem. Spice Frontier. I thought it was Space Frontier.
What is up, 2024? This is Andy coming to you live from the future aboard the
you back in time through a temporal bending algorithm. Whatever. If you want to see what me and my friends are up to in the year P197, then check out Encella the Spy. Follow at 1111anim on TikTok to see all the cool vids we send from the future. Check out the first episode.
I usually don't go around on TikTok as often as I used to. Beware what lurks in the outlines. From Make Originals. A Dark Tale. Untold Power. A Cursed House. When Evil Reigns. Oh. What's a girl to do? Only evil can defeat another kind of evil. House on the Outlands. Oh, I can watch it whenever I feel like it. Make originals. Exactly. Final Space of God's...
Hey guys,
Galaxy.
we are so excited to say that Olin Rogers, the creator of Final Space, is here with us today.
And also the pilot of Godspeed.
Olin, we are so excited to have you. Just for the new viewers watching, would love to know a little bit about Final Space and just a little bit about Godspeed as well. Just the shows that you've made.
Yeah. I mean, Final Space really started out as a really terrible, awful animated cartoon called Gary Space. Don't look it up. It's still online. Just don't ever watch it.
I'm gonna see if I can try to last without falling asleep.
You have. I didn't know how to animate, so I was trying my best with what I had. But then I was like really wanting to do animation. I had always wanted to do animation since a kid, really since like Toonami, like Dragon Ball Z and Reboot. And I was like,
I've
man, I
seen
really
Dragon
want to do
Ball
this.
Z.
So
To be truthful with you.
6 years after that, I think, I approached New Form Digital. It was like this little digital company that was like funding people's passion projects. And they had done like a few projects from people kind of like in my circle of YouTubers. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to leave this set until I try to go pitch that executive an idea. And one of them was for Final Space. And all I had was just an image of a character, which was Gary in Mooncake, because I was doing concept art. And I was like, that was it. That's my pitch. It's like, I want to do an animated thing.
And I got greenlit.
Yeah. They
Wow,
were
incredible.
like, wow. It was really funny too, because I had an entire book that I was working on, sci-fi book, that's finally coming out this year. But I was like, I have this book that could be a really cool live-action sci-fi thing, or I have this one little piece of animated like concept art. Which one do you want to do? They're like, we've never done animation. Let's do it. So they gave me 10K, which is nothing, but I didn't know at the time. Like 10K, what can I do with that? And this is where it gets crazy. They reached out to an Australian animator who was essentially wanting to break out from doing college humor videos. His name was Joe Brum, the creator of Bluey.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow.
He basically was like, I love this script. I need something to show that I can do something more than, just college humor stuff. And I was like, let's go. Essentially, he animated it, and he crushed it. He absolutely crushed it. And was able to kind of put it online, and within like the next day, I had gotten messages from like Lionsgate, Adult Swim, and I was like, wow, I feel like my life is about to change here, because this is like that moment that you've been building up to. And went out to LA, pitched it, sold it to every single place that heard the pitch. And I didn't really know how to pitch, so I was doing things that typical people didn't really do in a pitch. I was like standing up. I would stand up. I remember I even had one bit in there where I did like the dino DNA from Jurassic Park, where I recorded a thing and timed it perfectly So I would be talking to myself in the presentation as Hugh, and it was like they just got a sense and feel of the show. You know, I was just kind of going up and trying to just pitch my dream passion project. You know,
I mean, that pitch sounds like really entertaining.
I would love
to hear that
watch
pitch.
that. I would love to watch that pitch. What's incredible about your story and really actually relatable for us is like you started on YouTube just making whatever you could with whatever you had, you know, and then incredible that it just started growing from there, and then you could see YouTube and Netflix. Like, that's wild.
Very inspiring.
Yeah.
That's an
Thank
awesome
you.
story, man.
The funny thing though, Netflix wouldn't hear the pitch from me. They were kind of burnt out on the YouTuber, I think, bringing in a show, and you know, and I've done nothing. I had nothing to my name. It was like they expected it to be bad, right? So they were putting me at the end of the day. They were putting me in positions where like this isn't going to be very good. But then after that day,
I don't think my referee can do
I was pitching in boardrooms after that point. I didn't know anybody. It was all
screen
Kono.
recording
Kind
live
of Kono
streams
because I
anymore.
brought them onto the project. They used their resources to be like, let's set up some pitches. They were just setting up pitches left and right, and I was just pitching people. The crazy thing though is like I went in crazy amount of debt because it was just me going up to LA, staying in hotel hopping for 6 months.
This was
because
when
I didn't know
that was when I got
nobody
jump
told me
scared
like,
by
hey, when are we
King.
pitching? You know, just give me the week that we're pitching. They're like, you just got to be there. It could
Remember
happen at any
that
moment.
reaction
And I'm like,
video?
all right.
That's crazy.
Oh,
What?
man.
That's crazy.
I've never heard that.
I've never heard of that before.
Nothing's
So
coming.
you in LA 6
Neither
months
have
just like
I.
6
waiting
months.
and hoping
Yeah.
to get the pitch.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then after the fact, when I sold the show, I was like, when is it starting? You know, like when it. At what point is like, well, we got to do the deal process. So imagine 3 months waiting around. Is it going to happen? Not going to happen. I didn't have any reps, so I didn't have an agent, manager, lawyer, nothing. I had to get that on the fly. And then when I sold my show, I remember my attorney and my rep saying, look, everybody's already made their deal. You're going to get the scraps. What does that mean? And they're like, well, we're going to try to make a good deal for you.
The idea of like, it must be so tough to sort of just sit and waiting and just wait for the powers that be, you know, to tell you what's happening next to your show. Like the lack of control would scare the hell out of me.
I hate that.
I would hate that. Yeah, of like not knowing like is it going to happen? Is it not? You know. And was this your full time like thing during this time?
I was pretty much doing YouTube nonstop. But I was also like trying to get this thing figured out. I couldn't talk about it, right? You can't talk about it because it's the deal. You don't know if it's going to happen or not. And I was just kind of stuck in a limbo for a good 6 months. I remember like, look, I have to talk about this in some way. I remember talking to my agent. He was like, well, let's just leak it. I was like, can we do that? It's like, yeah. And the whole thing in Hollywood is like, just do it and apologize later. That's like every mantra that I've heard. That first year was tough. But I think after that, it steadily started to turn into a nightmare. After that first season, I signed a first look deal. Because I was like, look, if somebody wants to hear my ideas and they want to give me some money to develop those ideas and I can pitch it to them, yes, I want to do that. But they would sit on my ideas for 8 months and they wouldn't give me an answer. It was like a bonkers thing where it's like, I guess people, when they just do this deal, they just sit and they don't do anything. But I was like, I was wanting to make something else, you know?
8 months. That's crazy.
They only had 2 weeks to give an answer. But I kept hearing, you got to be a good partner, right? You got to be a good partner. You got to wait. Be a good partner. Be a good partner. I heard that so much that it just kind of drives you insane.
So really, like, it became more about playing the game of this, like, hacky sack between these companies, between these producers, than the show itself.
Yeah.
You know, it felt like more of your mental energy went towards, like, politics than making the show. That's crazy.
That's messed up, yeah.
Season 2 was still the hardest one. I mean, imagine getting, like, 30 to 40 rounds of notes on one script that you know is overstuffing it, but executives want more. They want more comedy.
I couldn't imagine that.
I would hate that so much.
I would hate that so much, man.
It's rough.
When Goose and Liam, like, they write their scripts, and when Liam was making Murder Drones and Goose was making The Jewel Circus, like, you know, maybe we'd have, like, one note, and it'd be like, that might get demonetized on YouTube. Like, that's all we do.
That's all we
do.
The fact that, like, every single thing you wrote or created was getting, like, dissected and diluted. It must have been, like, I don't know a good visual for it, but seeing, like, your creation slowly get warped and turned into something that wasn't even what it originally was in the first place.
Yeah.
That must have been really tough for you.
That started to really play games with your head of like, how do I
that
just
was from
hold on to the slivers that
first
make it the
episode.
show that I started out with, right?
Yeah.
I still remember getting a call from executives after we had done all 13 animatics of season 2, and we just sent the last episode to get animated, and we get a call that says, "Hey, is there any way we could take the 13 season 2 and turn it into 10?" And you're like, "What? Like, what are you talking about? Like, no, episode 10 is my least favorite episode. Like, what do we? No, we can't do that. It ends on that moment. Like, that's a big season 2 moment." And we had built like a year of building up to arcs and everything, and coming to that point, and they wanted to end it at season.
Yeah, you can't just cut like a whole chunk.
Oh, it was.
Right?
So we spent all night theorizing, how can we do this, right? All night. We left at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., and we came back in the next day at like 10, and we were like, we think we have an idea of how we can fix it. And they said, no, don't worry about it. We figured it out. We're doing 13. And you're like, holy crap.
Oh my god.
Like, I'm going insane. Like, this season is just like, it's one thing after another.
This is so standard in the industry,
Which
right?
really sucks.
Which really, really sucks. And one thing that, like, we've been trying to tell the whole industry, now that people are really looking at Glitch and what we're doing, if any execs are watching this, art in general, it's the expression of a person, right? Like, this final space is part of your identity.
Yeah.
And the reason why like Digital Circus and Murder Drones did so well is because they are authentically Gooseworks and authentically Liam Vickers.
The full vision.
It's their personality in show form. To take that and try to change it, right? You lose the sense of like what art is at the end of the day, right? What animation is, and that is expression of self through these characters.
Yes. Right on the money. That is so refreshing to hear. Like,
thanks, man.
You don't hear it every day. You don't hear everybody.
No,
and that's why it's like,
it is criminal. Like that is not the norm. That, that people don't know that is the norm.
The crazy thing was, when Final Space got canceled, the only way I could describe how it felt was like I was losing my friends. Not the people, not the people that, like, obviously the people that worked on the show, but the characters. I was losing a part of myself, and they were stuck at the worst possible moment. And so I kept replaying that moment in my head. It's like I've lost them. That was my entire, like, how do I save these characters? So I was really trying to figure out how to obviously do the graphic novel, and after 2 years I got a license to do that.
I mean,
and
so far, like,
awesome.
everyone is
how you spoke on
live streaming it.
Really,
but I couldn't do it.
And how they're putting a part of themselves in that show,
my
and it's an extension
mobiles
of them.
aren't meant
The
for
more people warp that, you really
live
start to
stream
like kind of lose yourself, and you start to lose that identity of like, well, what am I making? Like, who am I? I'm not the only one that's went through it.
It's every single person that's gone through that Hollywood machine. It's the same thing. I've heard it sadly many times.
But that, I guess that leads perfectly into Godspeed, right? Which was
just for our viewers watching, Godspeed is Olin's indie animated show that he was able to create and distribute through YouTube. It's on YouTube right now. You should go check it out right after this.
Watch.
But
so after 2 years after the show got canceled, I was like, well, what do I do? Making Godspeed was like, let's show kind of people what we can do with the experience and what we've learned making Final Space. Let's let it breathe. Let's make something that it's an extension of who we are right now. The thing that we were kind of going through while we were writing it was the show was disappearing. So I was like, look, I don't care if it dies. I just don't want it to be forgotten. And so we just took that and we said, that's our story. That's what we're going to write about. Everybody might not connect with it, but it's just at that point, it meant something to me. The awesome thing that you guys have done with the Netflix and Digital Circus, that's awesome. That's a huge deal. Okay, and I'll tell you a little bit why that's a huge deal.
It's incredible.
The thing when it comes to Hollywood deals,
so far we did 3.
Is that if it has never been done before, they don't do it, right? So if a deal has been made, and you want something, they were like, well, that's not how the norm is, right?
Yep.
So it's really hard to get a new kind of deal made until somebody comes up and smashes the wall, and then everybody after that point has an ability to make a deal very similar to what you guys have done.
I'm so glad that you said that. Like, that's exactly the reason why we wanted to do this deal as well, because it is the first of its kind where a show has completely come out on YouTube, or has been coming out on YouTube first, and then non-exclusively gets to be licensed to a streaming sub. It is the first time this has happened.
Bonkers.
And
honestly, let me ask you this. Is it a typical license deal? Like, what is the structure of what that kind of deal looks like? Because it seems like it's a licensing deal that they're going to put it on Netflix, and obviously you get to contain all the rights, IP, merchandise, all that stuff, which I love, because back in Final Space days, those kind of deals didn't exist. They wouldn't think about it. They would want to own the thing that you have.
They would want to own everything, It's basically just licensed out non-exclusively, and we maintain all the rights, all the control, everything. It's honestly the amount of work and flights to LA that it took to get to where we are. It's never existed before, and I'm so happy that it's animation that gets to be the first, like, on the platform to be able to do this kind of thing. So
and it's a great window too for you guys to access a whole nother part of the world. You know, like, it's all over the place, but it's so many more eyes where it gives you guys the credibility. It gives you guys a huge vehicle for an independently funded thing. That's massive. That's a huge thing. It doesn't exist.
No, exactly. And what I started hearing from just recently from other creators, they told us, like, hey, because some execs heard about the Netflix deal and what they're doing with you, other people in the industry are reaching out to us, and now we're, like, talking these deals as well. I'm like, that's incredible. Like, it's incredible that, and it's so fast as well. Like, YouTube's here to stay. It's not like this, not like back in 2015, 2014, where it's like people are making shows that are really high quality, that have huge audiences and people are really liking, right? And this is where the attention is now, right? And I think that's so powerful that we get the control. We get to keep the control there as well, and we get to have the say in, like, how these deals go. I think it's incredible and a huge win for all of us.
Dude, it's so hard to get any sort of leverage
Am I gonna get taken? Is this
like, I can't stress
ultimate
how
reaction
hard
video
that
probably
is.
gonna get
So
taken down?
The more knowledge of making
and I'm gonna get struck by
licensing
copyright or
deals gets
something.
out to people making animation, the better the entire
Is this a
industry
mistake?
will be going forward. That means you are not going to be in a situation like me, where you're having to fight just to get the little sliver just to finish your story, right?
Right.
And I think if you
this a
guys are
mistake?
able to keep that licensing deal, you know, hopefully you guys can keep making kind of deals like that with other streamers and Netflix. I think that's great. I think that's awesome.
What's really clear that we're seeing is it's working, and the community cares, and the community wants to see more of this sort of stuff, right? And so, if anything, and that's actually the whole purpose of GLITCHX, it's to amplify all of this, all these creators, everything that we're doing, and showing that, like, we hold the power and we hold the control to make whatever we want and make a huge
I didn't
splash
watch
in the
Sunset
world
Canyon.
by doing it.
It's probably
chances to everyone else.
Yeah.
I didn't watch
So
Sunset
I reached out
Canyon
to
probably during my
Kickstarter,
early
and I
years
actually
of
took I'm like
stream
doing a
recording
consulting
videos.
gig for Kickstarter because they want to help out indie animation.
Oh, that's it.
That's great. Yeah.
Huge. So look, if anybody has a project, you want to get kickstarted, come talk to me. I can help you out. Okay.
You're about to get 1,000.
Come message me. It's one of these people has to step up and actually want to do something to help out. And talk to Patreon, talk to Kickstarter, and Kickstarter was like, look, we like what you're saying. Like, how can we help? And so I'm consulting for like 4 months. So look, you have a win. 4 months. Come talk to me. Okay. Like,
there you go. So all the other creators, Olin's your guy. Yeah. Olin, thank you so much, man. It was great having you on the show, and we will.
Oh my goodness.
See you in the next one.
That funny.
All right.
There'll be more.
Yeah. All right. See you guys.
Oh my goodness. That was lengthy.
Aw, Jax, looks like we're at the end of GLITCHX.
Are we? Ah, thank
Oh my god.
Which indie show was your favorite?
I can't believe I withstood all of that.
Well, anyway, just a reminder to all you cool cats at home, please go and support all the indie creators you saw here today. We would really appreciate it.
Or don't. I don't really care either way.
Jax, just like not for 5 seconds.
Anyway, bye everybody. Have a lovely day.
Hey,
Oh,
say that.
gosh.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching GLITCHX 2024. That was an amazing blast.
Sure was. I can't believe I
Please go check
withstood
it out,
all of
support
this.
them how you can. If there was anything that really interested you, we really
I
implore
can't
you guys
believe
to go
it.
support them. And it can be as simple as just sharing
This
and talking
this
about
is
the
gonna
show.
be the
Really,
most
like,
biggest
this
reaction
industry,
in
indie
the
animation
history of
scene,
my YouTube career
lives
when it
off
comes to
of
making
you guys
reaction
sharing it,
videos, man.
Yeah, and that's the whole purpose
Can't
of GLITCHX.
believe
That
it.
megaphone and that
I went through
amplifier
all
for
that.
all of these incredible shows. And ultimately, that at Glitch, that's what we want to do. We're doing all of this so the whole industry can get the support it needs. And at the end of the day, we get some really cool shows that we can all watch and share together.
Yeah. So you can go check out everything that we've shown. Again, links in the description. There's also glitchx.com where we fully show off everyone that we've shown today.
I thought it was gonna be longer.
And usually what we do,
I was
rather,
contemplating
last time, we're like, wait, there's
the
one
whole
more
time.
thing, you know, and we do that whole like
Is this gonna be another 4-hour GLITCHX stream?
Not for this one.
Or
Instead, I want to have a really important conversation
something
with
else.
all the creators, all the indie animation, or indie creators in general.
Or
out
anyone
there.
wanting to make anything really.
Yeah, really. I really want to talk to you guys. Okay, this is what this part is for. Before we sign off, this entire industry is growing, and we're seeing more and more people create stuff. That's fantastic. And as you probably saw from this stream itself, or from this video itself, people making Kickstarters, people making Patreons, people are getting their shows funded. Good job. You did the hard thing.
Great job.
Getting a show funded is
The
actually
hard part
right?
is over.
What I really want to communicate out there is that there's a whole nother area that now that creators need to be cognizant of, right? And that is the business side of it. And yes, I know it can be a bit boring. Yeah, and I know a lot of you guys want to focus on the art, right? But truly, just like production management is important, just like managing your files, right? Knowing schedule, being able to delegate work, all that stuff, just like that is important for a show. Knowing the business and operational side of things is also as really important. That's knowing how to manage the money. That's knowing how to do the accounting, the tax, the legal side of it. I know that sounds like a lot,
but it's something that needs to be considered. It's very important.
Yeah. We're really lucky because Luke's more of the creative side and I'm more of the business side. We're two sides of the same coin, so we're really lucky. And I wouldn't expect any single creator to know all of that on their own. But all I ask is just know a little bit of the basics. If you do a Kickstarter, know where that money is going. Know what
needs to be taxed.
Know what's tax
I don't know if it's
deductible,
me
all that
or
sort of
daylight
stuff.
savings
Starting
time
a
ended.
company under the show would really help. Knowing all of those tips and tricks can really set up your show for success. And we have seen people not necessarily knowing that and falling into like these big sort of pitfalls, right? And we don't want anyone to go through that. So educate yourself. Try to talk to people, know people in the community. You saw Olin Rogers himself. Talk to him. He can tell you.
He's there to help.
He's a great resource. He'll be able to tell you about all of that sort of stuff. He's really knowledgeable as well. Please just be aware of the business side of things as now you're going to make these shows, because it is a lot of money that's going into these shows, right? Knowing and understanding how to manage that money and the rights that you have.
But apparently I'm
is
probably
gonna
not going to be doing any of that anytime soon.
That's the next big step now, right?
I'd rather we're
all these
just
shows are
stick to
starting to
this.
get funded. Now it's the next big step, you know. And obviously, you know, in the future there's marketing and merchandise and all that sort of stuff. But like, let's start off with like this managing the business side of it.
But that's it from us. Thank you again so much for watching GLITCHX. Also wanted to give a special shout out to Saberspark for his support in assisting us in this year's GLITCHX.
Thank you guys so much, and we will see you guys next year.
GLITCHX 2025. I can't imagine how lengthy that's going to be. So, I'm currently screen recording this on the ad. An ad might come up, and I'm probably just gonna have to stop recording from after the ad because, well, oh jeez. At first I was expecting it to be like even lengthier, like I was like, while I was watching the interview part of this event, I was looking at the Glitch channel live section, and I realized that last year's GLITCHX was 4 hours long. 4 hours long. I was just, holy heck. I'm glad I didn't screen record that, because I would not go an entire 4 hours of screen recording. I mean, that's crazy. Like, that's legitimately crazy. And this revelry would be completely bloated because I would run out of storage. Because, like, when yesterday, back on Halloween, I was trying to do a Helluva boss, and screen recorder just stopped at the 26-minute mark because I was running out of storage. And then the same went with when I was doing Spooky Month short, and then it just stopped right when I neared the end of that. And it's all because I was out of storage, running out of storage. Okay, I finally did it. I finally freaking did it, everyone. And now, alright guys, that about does it for this massive screen recording of GLITCHX 2024. Thank you all for sticking with me till the very end, and now I'm gonna end it before something bad happens. So, you guys, have a great rest of your Friday night, and I'll see you again soon.